These are all my thoughts and opinions based on public information out there. Please do your own research, and this is for entertainment purposes only. Hello, my beautiful people. In today's video, I wanted to talk about a few things. I want to talk about the Markle family a little bit because you all know that Thomas Markle Jr., Meghan Markle's brother, is in, what's it called? Big Brother something in Australia. And yet I've been reading a lot of articles about him saying how great his sister is, how desperate he is to meet Lily and Archie, what a great woman his sister is, that she will manage to be president if she wants to, because everything she has set her mind to, she has achieved. And at the same time, while he's saying this, he's talking about how nasty she is, how cold she is, how she dumped Trevor, how she's a narcissist, how children were not safe with her, how Harry is terrible. Now he's saying that his father, Mr. Markle, Mr. Thomas Markle Sr., didn't approve of Harry. How can Mr. Markle Sr. disapprove of somebody he's never met? How? Now, and then we have Mr. Markle Sr. saying that Meghan didn't lie before. Oh, no. She didn't lie before. Everything started when she met Harry. Remember that I've been telling you in my videos that that the Markle clan, they do have a strategy. And I really believe that this is like one of those white trash soap operas, where they're just gross, you know what I mean? It's unbelievable in what hands the royal family has fallen into, but anyways, now they're all turning on Harry. How Harry was this, how Harry was that. Granted, Harry is a moron. And for people, I know I got a lot of haters because people still want to believe that Harry is a decent person. I don't know if you've seen the movie Natural Born Killers with Woody Harrelson and this other woman, where these two people met and they were both basically killers and bad people. On their own, they were nasty as they were, already, but they hadn't escalated. But once they met, it's like, oof, it was an explosion, because they met the perfect match, and they felt that, oh, I got this somebody who's going to back me up, and they started on this horrible killing spree. That's Harry and Meghan Markle. Harry, or Mr. Meghan Markle, as I call him, was and still and is a nasty human being with very low instincts, very poor, terrible character, who hates his own family. He does. He hates his own family because he is arrogant. And it's not because they treated him badly. It's because he's envious and he wants William's place. I can guarantee you that we wouldn't have a Harry right now if he had been given William's place, because that's what he wants. He's a nasty little man who suffers from envy. That's it, second son syndrome. But anyway, so Harry met Meghan, and they both complement their worst instincts. They both complement their worst selves. You know what I mean? So when people say, oh, Harry, Meghan has got him. No. Meghan complements. They both complement each other in their worst ways. But that's what they both want. So now we have her family turning on Harry. It won't be long before Meghan dumps Harry, because she needs to vilify him. She needs to make him a bad person. He really screwed up with her plans when he flew to California with her, because she probably thought he's not going to give up that. And I can go back to California and say, oh, you know, Harry didn't come with me. I love him. I just couldn't do this because they were racist, Oprah. They were racist. I wanted to kill myself. But no, here we have that idiot sitting right next to her. This is why they sat him last, you know. So we have Meghan Markle family. Her father saying that Meghan Markle never lied. She was a good woman. She was a good woman. Well, at the same time, when it's pointed out to him what she did to Trevor, he goes, oh yeah. How about Ninaki Pretty, her friend of childhood friend? Oh yeah. How about her lying on set and saying all kinds of things? Oh yeah. Oh yeah, maybe she might have lied, but not like this. You know. So what do you guys think? My take on it is that they are now on a strategy to vilify Harry somehow. That is all Harry's fault. I've been saying this all along. That now that they're trying desperately to turn whatever has happened, or Meghan Markle's treatment or mistreatment of her to all of her family, blaming Harry. It won't be long before they start blaming the Queen and the royal family as a whole unit. Simply because these people, you know, it's just they're just appalling. You know, I had some sympathy for Thomas Markle Jr. when he was being truthful, because when he's given the interview in the Big Brother thing, and he's talking to these people saying, yeah, you know, she was cold, you know, that production company, this and this and that. And then he goes later and gives an article to contradict everything he's done or said on video. And the same for Mr. Markle. Mr. Markle is one day saying Harry's great, the next day saying, no, my daughter is a great one. He's the one who corrupted everything. What do you guys think? Now, I wanted to talk a little bit about if you go, because I received quite a few emails, if you're an American citizen and you're writing to UK Parliament, rightly so, your email will be dismissed. It would be like a UK citizen, a British citizen writing to Congress. And I'll tell you why. There are many reasons why, rightly so, whatever email you were given to write to in UK Parliament is wrong to do. Number one, anybody who knows Parliament knows that most likely you will get this response. Number one, you're not a UK citizen, so therefore we don't look after your needs, basically. You know, advocate to your own local representatives in your country. Number two, Harry and Meghan are not members of Parliament. They are private citizens. So, number three, they can't take away honors. If you read Parliament, they will take letters and stuff like that, but they can't take away honors that were gifted by the Queen. Parliament has responded in writing to many, including myself, that all matters to do with royal titles and dignities and privileges are at the pleasure of the monarch. So they will direct you to the monarch. But first of all, they will direct you to your representatives in your country. So the correct thing to do is for you to write to your MPs, saying to representatives in the United States or whatever country you are writing to, and ask them to take away, to enforce or to ratify the Titles of Nobility Amendment to stop U.S. citizens from using British royal titles or nobility titles of any country. There's already a precedent. I told you about this, and I go on about it because you are being directed to do the wrong thing and to look like an idiot. You know what I mean? You have to advocate to your representatives in your country so they can speak for you to another government. That's how it's done in the United States. I mean, if you're in the United States, then go out and protest in the United States that British royals are interfering or lobbying for Congress. It doesn't matter whether Meghan Markle is a U.S. citizen or not, because she wasn't writing as a U.S. citizen. Because it's not what she says. You know, many of you have written to me. I don't know if you're sugars, but you have written. But she said that she's writing as a U.S. citizen. No, but she signed off using a royal title. Even if she had signed off as Meghan Markle, Fine, but she signed off using the royal title. Now, what did I tell you? That she's never going to stop. They are never going to stop until they're stopped. And the only person who can stop them is the Queen. The Queen can stop Harry from using the titles in a heartbeat, but she's refusing to do it. And many of you are still stupid enough, and I'm going to say stupid because you're stupid. I mean, I don't know how many times I have to say this. I don't know how many letters from Parliament have to be said to you. I call yourselves, and you will be told the same thing by the lawmakers, by the people who are there. So if you keep going on about it, oh, it's very difficult, only Parliament can take away. Parliament has already answered in writing to many, many thousands of people saying we do not handle royal titles. Royal titles are completely different than nobility titles. And nobility, the Act of Peerage of 1963 and all of those subsequent acts are for the Nobility Act, for nobility, not royalty. Royals do not sit in the House of Lords because they're not bound by acts of Parliament in that regards. The Queen is the monarch is the only one who can handle that. So, write to your representatives in the United States, ask them to ratify the nobility titles of nobility amendment. Also, I left on my YouTube channel something that it says that there's already a legal court case. There's a legal precedent that was ruled in 1871, which still applies now, but it was done by the Attorney General, stating that titles of nobility could not be used by U.S. citizens in the United States. You know, so you have a lot of tools to do that, but do it the right way. If you're a U.S. citizen, if it's like me, I am a Canadian citizen. I have to write to my Canadian Parliament and representatives so they can speak on my behalf. That's how we got Parliament, the government, to quit paying for their security, because you have to go through the right channels. Because then what you're going to get is a very correct answer from Parliament, but you'll be angry. And then you will feel helpless and you will say, well, they didn't do anything, because that's not the right way to do that. You know, if somebody's injured, seriously injured, you take them to the hospital. You don't take them to the beach. What are they going to do at the beach? They need to go to the hospital. There are right ways to do stuff about it. So please, if you're not a British citizen, do not send emails to UK Parliament to tell them to suspend titles or to admonish two private citizens. They will tell you that Parliament has no, they don't have any domain over private citizens. And if those private citizens are breaking the law, then they should go to the correct channels, which is the police or the law, you know. So and don't be discouraged. It really doesn't take much. It really doesn't take much. Just send a letter and keep at it, and it'll happen. So, I mean, what do you guys think? I am sick and tired of people. I love the monarchy. I am a monarchist, and it's an embarrassment to see what's going on. It's an embarrassment that the Queen was publicly shaking Bill Gates' hands. Why did the Queen make such a public display of support or acceptance of Bill Gates? Because that's what it was. And Bill Gates is very good friends with Andrew and Prince Charles. They're extremely good friends. I've posted pictures of the three of them together, not separately, together. And Bill Gates is in big hot waters over Jeffrey Epstein. And Jeffrey Epstein was very good friends with Bill Gates and Prince Andrew. And what's going on? And then we have Naomi Campbell. Naomi Campbell is an abusive bully who has been convicted for assaulting people. She has been convicted of assaulting people. She is a known bully. She has accepted blood diamonds. She has, I mean, this is the worst character that they could have put to represent the Queen's Commonwealth Trust. Yet there she is. So what is going on? I mean, I am so embarrassed, you know. And the police and Parliament are all complicit, because one thing that Parliament does have power over is they can amend the laws at any given time. Yes, they do need Queen's consent, but even that, can be amended if they really want it. This is not an absolute monarchy. This is a constitutional monarchy, and they're there at the pleasure of the people. And I mean, I am so disappointed, so disgusted by this COP26, by this environmental thing. Prince Charles and Prince William flying private planes here, private planes there, but you can't go. You have to reduce. And now Prince Charles is going on talking about war. This man is insane. This is a man who sacrificed, idea of sacrifice is not to eat meat once a week. He's inciting hatred because when you use we're in a war, what does that say? Instead of saying we have to get on the path of doing things right. No, we're in a war. We're going to regulate what you do. Who's we? He's a nobody. He's a nobody. You know, I'm just so disgusted by all of this, the hypocrisy of it all. You know, I don't know about, how about you? You know, I've been watching things this past week, and so, you know, especially after Bill Gates, and then I've been doing some research, you know, and it's just terrible. It's just terrible, you know. So, but what do you guys think? Do you think that Thomas Markle, and I really think that both Thomas Markle, Sr. and Jr., are in a grift with Doria. I really do think that Doria is involved in all of this with Thomas Markle Sr., Thomas Markle Jr., and Meghan Markle. I really do believe that they have a grift going, and pretty soon you'll start seeing the tide turn. Oprah, clever brands promoting clever brands of women, companies owned by women. First of all, Clever Blend is not owned by a woman. It's owned by a very white male who started that little coffee company that Meghan Markle says that she invested in, but nobody really knows, because I just think she lent her name to it and she gets, you know, that's it. She put her name on the brand. I don't think she's invested, because this woman is really cheap. But here we have Oprah saying, oh, you know, I'm promoting my favorite things. Clever brands, blends, or whatever the hell it's called. I'm promoting companies, small companies owned by women. Well, I don't know what the hell's going on. The last time I checked, that guy had a PENIS, and he's very much a male, unless he became a tranny, that I don't know about. So, I mean, the hypocrisy of it all. And Alec Baldwin, I'm sorry, this is a completely different thing. This is not an accidental shooting. It's a homicide, and he pulled the trigger. He aimed it at a woman. Why was he aiming a gun at a woman? And the gun that he had, so you know, you have to cock the gun and you have to pull the trigger. And it's a very hard thing to do. You have to really think about it. He was less than 5 feet away. You know what I mean? And it's the kind of gun that you can see. You can see if there's a bullet or not. You can see it. You know, why did he cock the gun and pull the trigger if it was only rehearsing taking it out? He should be prosecuted for homicide. Unfortunately, in New Mexico, they don't have those laws. And his wife, that sicko woman. That woman is disgusting. Lying. This is lying and taking the identity, the culture of minorities. You know what I mean? While never suffering any of the discrimination. And she's still parading that. And when she did the little video thing, oh, her name is Helena, speaking like in that fake Spanish. Everybody knows she's from Boston. The whitest family's in Boston. She was born and bred and raised in Boston. She was not born in Mallorca. And I'm still getting sick people telling me, oh, well, she spent some time there. So I spent time in England. I lived there for almost 6 years. And you don't see me saying, oh, I'm British. And that's not the way it works. So anyways, what do you guys think? What do you guys think about the family Markle? They're on a serious grift, and they have to be stopped. Write to your representatives in the U.S. or any other countries. You know, I'm writing to my MPs in Canada and to Parliament. That's all we can do, and push and be very vocal. Let me know what you think.